You gotta subscribe. Are you gonna subscribe? Make sure you hit the bell notification.
I already did, sir. I already subscribed and already pressed the bell icon.
Just say this, okay? So, and I'll have you in the next YouTube video say. What's going on, guys? My name is Brandon, and today we're gonna be updating our front steps, so stick around. All right, guys, I'm gonna bring you up to speed. These stairs were rotted out. Let me show you a clip from last week's episode. I'm going to be redoing all of this out here real soon in an upcoming episode. These stairs are like pretty far gone. Check this out. I'm going to take all the deck boards off this. I'm going to put on maintenance-free deck boards, and then I'm going to replace these railings here. Although I like them, the iron rails, they require a lot of maintenance, and I'm not into that. So you saw how that top step was all angled. Well, what that is the steps are made of a precast concrete. That's one here, and there's actually one sitting down there. Somebody built a wooden frame. They didn't even use pressure treat. They built a wooden frame, then they set these precast pieces on top of it to make the stairs. Well, over time, everything rotted, then they settled, and they needed to be replaced. I'm gonna build up some cement blocks, then put these precast pieces on top so I make a set of stairs, and then I can put one of those stainless steel metal planter brackets that we built in a recent episode. I'll put a link up above. You can check it out. But maintenance free, no rust. It's gonna look good. So one of the first things I'm gonna do is use up, I've got a whole assortment of half tubes of adhesives and caulkings and sealants. So I'm gonna use up a lot of this stuff and just use them to adhere my blocks down to the concrete. I'd probably be all set without it, but I have it and I might as well use it. I want this top step to hang over 1.5 inches on each side. So I got to make this 39 inches outside to outside. All right, here we go. You're probably wondering what's going to go here, right? I'm going to do a PVC maintenance-free board right here. Do the same thing here. White PVC board. So it'll match all the way up. And I'm going to do the same thing right here. We'll do the white boards though after we're all done trimming everything out. Oh boy, we can only be so lucky, guys. Watch this.
Thank you for choosing MasterCard, Visa, and Discover. As our way of saying thanks, we'd like to reward you for making your payments in a timely fashion. We're excited to inform you that you're now eligible to qualify for 0% interest rates on your existing credit card accounts.
Card services, how are you doing today?
Oh, not bad, but it's still early.
I believe you are responding for the lower interest rate on your existing credit cards, right?
Yes.
And excuse me, you always pay your bills on time, right?
Before we get too far into this though, do you like watching YouTube at all?
First of all, which credit card do you think you owe the most on? Will that be your Visa or a Master? Which one will that be?
Probably the MasterCard.
Probably 6,000.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm sorry?
I said it sounds good. Do you ever watch do you ever watch YouTube at all or no?
Which one?
Do you ever watch YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Do you watch any welding or anything like that? Welding channels?
No, I haven't.
Are you in front of a computer right now?
I'm sorry?
If you subscribe to me on YouTube, I'll do the credit card thing with you. How's that? It's my name, Brandon. B-R-A-N-D-O-N. Yep.
Give me a second. B-R-E-N-D-O.
B-R-A-N-D-O-N.
Brandon.
Yeah, and then my last name is Lund, L-U-N-D.
Alrighty, you have 41K subscribers.
Not too bad, huh?
And you posted 207 videos?
Yeah, not bad. Have you ever seen any of my stuff?
Not yet, but I will. Definitely after off. Once people off.
You gotta subscribe. Are you gonna subscribe? Make sure you hit the bell notification.
I already did, sir. I already subscribed and already pressed the bell icon.
Do you want to do the outro? Do you want to do the outro for the next video?
Well, I haven't seen your stuff right now. I'm going to see your work after we off. Okay.
Hold on though. Just say this. Okay. So, and I'll have you in the next YouTube video. Say, I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Say. I want to thank you for watching, and please subscribe.
And please subscribe.
So what do you gotta have? Let's just cut to the chase. You need the 3-digit numbers on the back, right?
For the credit line, I need you to reconfirm me the expiration date for the MasterCard.
Oh, I don't have any of the cards with me right now. I'm on a job site.
Can I call you today?
I'm gonna be on a job site today. I won't be able to do it today.
Well, okay. So besides the YouTube channel, you also have a side job.
That's what I do. That is my job.
So you want me to call you tomorrow?
Yeah, call me tomorrow. Watch some videos. I'm gonna quiz you tomorrow. I'm gonna ask you some questions to see if you've watched it. Okay?
Yeah, sure. I definitely will gonna watch your videos. Definitely.
All right. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sure, sure.
See ya. Got him to subscribe. It's a scam, guys. Don't fall for that stuff. You know, like I said, I've talked to you before about this. I used to get so angry when these guys would call me up, but now I just have fun with it, you know? Why not? If you get all worked up about everything that's going on in this society, it would be a ball of nerves. I just stopped watching the news. I'm not even into that anymore. So, let's get back to it. So check that out, guys. So there's the bottom step. And throw one up here for the top step. And then we've got a little bit of down bubble here. If I raise that up, that's level. So yeah, just so a little bit of the water drains off. And all we did here, this stain has been on here for like 5 years. That's just a concrete stain. But you know, at least doing it this way, we never have to worry about the stairs being wobbly or anything like that. And just occasionally we can go out and stain these. So now I got to do a little bit of exploratory surgery because I only see like nails on the outside and nothing on the inside. Let's dig it apart and see what we can see. Let's see what we got. So this looks like it's going to be pretty simple. So you can see it's got the brick down here, and then it's got this little rim joist that sits on top of it. And then they put like some little shims here and there just to keep the rim joist level. And down in here, it looks like there might have been an old set of steps. That's why it's not attached. Down in the middle, you can see that the bottom of this 5/4 decking board is actually resting on that. So that looks like it might have been a step at one time. So I'm going to pull a few more boards, maybe like a couple out here, do some exploratory surgery. Then we'll get the railings off and get ready to put down some new deck board. Get this thing dressed up and looking a lot better, because this is what people see when they come up to the house and it looks horrible. So yeah, that's just what they did. They built right over a set of steps that was already there. Well, that's easy enough. I just turned 50 today. I mean, who wants to spend their weekends painting and horsing around doing stuff like that? I want to go out and have fun. My time's limited. I want to go out and drive bikes and enjoy life and have fun. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be maintaining stuff. People are driving by right now watching me look at the camera. They probably think I'm out of my gourd. That's okay though. I don't care. I'm 50 years old. I'm at that point in my life, I don't care what people think. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, my name is Brandon. You came over earlier today and picked up some railings.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a little bit ahead of myself. I'm all set. So if you want to pick them up, you can come by anytime. I've actually got some deck boards. Do you have any use for some deck boards?
Oh, I might find some, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've got about 6 or 8 deck boards and those railings.
You want to come tonight or in the morning? I'm about ready to fix something.
Yeah, no, you don't have to come tonight. I'll tell you what, I'll move the boards back a little bit so they're not at the edge of the road, and I won't put that free sign on it, and just come by whenever you want tomorrow and come grab them. How's that?
Thank you.
You got it. Take care, Evelyn.
Yeah.
All right, bye. Don't know this lady, but she seems super nice. She was an older lady, and if I can help her out or help her daughter out, you guys know one man's trash is another man's treasure, so if I can not throw this out on the junk pile, and I can let someone else use it or repurpose it, I'm all about that. Wow. That's a horrific looking mess, huh? I'll have to clean that up in there. Looks like crap, but it's alright. It'll work out good. It'll all come together. It'll all work out. These are a 12-foot board, and I'm just cutting them roughly in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll lay all of these across the deck and make it so it's 1.5 inch overhang on one side. Make that perfect. Then we'll go to the other side once all the boards are down, snap a chalk line, and then cut those all off at once. So now I'm going to cut up all my posts, get everything cut to size. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to lay out all these deck boards, just kind of get them spread out for now. Speaking.
Yeah, hi there. Chris, sir. Do you remember we had a conversation yesterday?
I do, yeah. Did you watch some YouTube videos?
I do, sir. I already subscribed from the home, and I already subscribed yesterday.
Awesome.
When I was talking, while I was talking to you.
Yeah, awesome.
Perfect. So, sir, let me start over. You do understand this call is in regard to drop down the interest rate on your credit cards, right?
Yes.
And it shows me here you always pay your bills on time, you never miss your payments, and sometimes you even try to pay more than the minimum payments, right?
When I can, I guess.
Yeah, when you can, of course, sir. So, sir, first of all, which credit card do you think you owe the most on? Will that be your Visa or a Master?
Probably my MasterCard, probably. No, I pay my bill every month, so I don't even pay interest.
I'm sorry?
I said I pay my bill every month.
Like you are going to pay in full every month? That's what you say?
Yeah, I pay in full every month. I only owe like $6.
Like $6 on the MasterCard, right?
Yeah, I owe like $6 right now.
And what about the Visa card?
That one, I probably owe about $3, I think.
All right. And sir, do you have any credit card with a balance of around more than 3,000?
My Finger Hut.
I'm sorry?
My Finger Hut one. That one I've got probably a few $100s on it.
No. Over $3,000. Do you have any credit card with that?
My Basket Barn one.
Which one?
Basket Barn.
Which one is that? Store card.
Yeah, that's a store card. Basket Barn. My JCPenney's, I got that maxed out pretty good.
Like your JCPenney is also a store card, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, so from my side, you are perfectly qualified to get the lower interest rate on these two credit card accounts, alright, Lund?
Yeah, I can only get it on the MasterCard and Visa.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, well I only owe like $6 on one and $3 on the other.
But we are going to work on those count, and right? Keep your 0%.
Yeah, I'm at 0% right now.
But we will give you all one more 0%.
I get another 0%?
Yes, for the lifetime.
So like double. So basically what's going to happen is that I'll
We
get
are going to pay you.
I'll get a balance and you will give me money every month.
Yes, exactly, Brandon. So listen to me. I want to make sure you are the only one who's taking care of your finances, right, Lund?
What's yeah? Yeah, oh yeah.
And what's your date of birth?
My date of birth?
So thank you for your precious time, Lund. And lastly, your last name is very beautiful. The last name.
You know what that means? You know what that means, don't you?
Yeah, I know that means.
I have big socks and I have big shoes too, and big hands.
Yeah. Like, I want to make sure, like, your father's name is Lund, right? So
Yeah.
Your mother's name must be Pussy.
It is. Banjo. I just swore at him in his own language. Did you hear him swear to me? He said the P word. I'm gonna have to block it out, but yeah. So Lund apparently in another country is kind of a derogatory term for a male body part, I guess, if that makes sense. So how cool is that? I got a little carried away and I forgot to get this next process on video. So what I did was I ripped off the groove off one of these boards. So I just set the table saw up and ripped off one of those grooves, and that left a flat edge. And then what I did is I just put a round over bit in my router zip, and that's pretty much how I've always done the edges on decks. And you can see it's nothing fancy, just a round over bit with a bearing on the end. And I'll show you how easy that is to do. And it doesn't require you to do anything special. I just try to hold it pretty level as I can, and just run it down the length of the board. So the way that I'm going to do this is that my posts are going to countersink in the corners. So I've got a post right here. I'll show you what the ultimate goal will be. So this post will be down in there. It'll be anchored through here and through there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach all the deck boards to the deck, and then just go through and cut the holes in the corners. I think that's going to probably be the easiest way to do it. I'm going to have to use some like composite shims to get this so it's not springy. So I'm just going to do exposed fasteners on it and screw it down. I think it'll be just fine. And these are the screws I'm using. They're designed for composite decking, and they're color matched to this deck. Yeah, check that out, guys. That's a nice little tiny head, flush, looks good. I ran into my first issue. I don't think it'll be a problem, but you can see there's nothing here for these boards to catch. So the only place it's really gonna touch on something is there and there. Well, we can't have that. So what I did was I just took a 4x4, put it down in there, and then this is all pressure treat, and then put a piece of 2x6 or 2x8 spanning across. It's touching here. There's no shims underneath it. It's actually hitting on the concrete there, and it's resting on the 4x4 block here. So we'll be touching here and about 18 or so inches away here, then again there, all along that, and then at the very end. So that should be plenty of support. And I'm not going to put any screws in the center. It's just going to kind of float how it did before. So now I want to fill in this gap right here, but writing on top of this stuff is kind of difficult. So I'm just put a piece of tape on it and then just transfer all my marks onto the tape. So just kind of do that, and then I'm just going to use a compass inscribe my marks. This is my shirt, and this is my grandson's Colton shirt. Open your hands up, show people your shirt.
Let's go, ta-da!
Ta-da! Can you wave to the people? No, that's fine. Stranger danger. All right, you'll be back. I'll be waiting for you. That was my grandson. He loves to help. He's such a big helper too. Hi, how are you? You gonna ride your motorcycle? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna ride your motorcycle?
Yes.
Well, let's go see it. Yeah, is it all gassed up? Well, he's putting gas in it.
Good job. There you go.
He just started it. Originally, the wood deck boards were run this way. Well, I didn't want to see the end grain of the deck board, which is kind of like that little wavy pattern. So I decided to run them this way and round off the edge so it looks a little more finished. Well, it exposed the problem. Not that you're going to really see it, but running them this way hid a huge issue. Check that out. She's a wee tad out of square. So the old fella that framed this up originally, you can see we've got maybe 3/4 of an inch here, and we've got about 1.5 inches at that end. Maybe two, no, actually about probably 2 inches. So it goes from 2 inches down to 3/4. But I'll end up having to rip a board. That's what that one is. I'll rip that down. Yes, it's not going to be perfect, but it's also going to have a railing that sits over this, so you're probably not going to notice it. And if you do, well, don't look at it. You don't have to come over, right? Well, there you go. That gives you an idea of how yee-yawed that thing is. So this is the side I'm keeping right here. That's the scrap. So we're keeping that side. Yeah, she's off a little bit, but it'll be all right. It'll be all right. All right, we're running out of daylight. Now I just got to round off this edge. Okay, so now I'm just going to start making the holes for the posts. So I've kind of like made a 90-degree corner where I think the inside framing is, and then I'll just determine it with this bit. So I'm just going to trace out the inside of this to give me an area that I need to cut out for the post. And that's it right there. And the post will slide down through that. So you won't see any of that right there. So that'll slide in like that. That'll go over that, and then it'll have a post sleeve that goes over it, and then it'll be lag bolted into the side. So now what I'm doing is I'm just plumbing up the post, and I'm putting in a couple stainless steel screws, construction screws, just to temporarily hold it until I can get some lag screws in it. Just makes it a lot easier. These screws are permanent, but they're not really to technically hold it. It's just to hold it so that we can do the rest of our operations with our lag bolts. So our lags are going to be down here and another one up here. So I've made sure that I've kept these out of the way of that. Same thing for here. And if I need to shim anything to get it just perfect, I've also got some composite synthetic shims, which are really nice, so you don't have to worry about them rotting or anything like that. So now I've got all the posts installed and all plumbed with those stainless steel screws. Now I'm going to go through and really attach them good with some 3/8 lag bolts. So I've got some 3/8 by 4.5 lags with some 3/8 flat washers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-drill 1/4 inch all the way through. That way I can not split the 4x4s. And then I'm going to countersink the washer in the head of this into this little rim joist, because we've got remember we've got that PVC board going over that, and we want this nice and smooth out here. Now for the washer, I'm just going to use a 1-inch flat wood boring bit. I'm just going to put it in just enough so that the washer and the head sit just under the surface of the rim joist. Now if you guys want to know about any of the tools that I'm using, I'll have links down in the description. And you can also check out, I did a review on this tool, I'll put a link up above. This is a Craftsman Impact, and I've had real good luck with this tool. Oh yeah, that's good and solid. Yep. So see guys, you can see how these heads of these bolts are completely set below this rim joist, so when we go to put on that PVC board, it won't interfere at all. These posts are super rugged. So guys, I want to show you something that I've had for a while, and I probably had this for 15 or 20 years. It's a construction calculator, and I use it pretty frequently for a lot of stuff. You can calculate square yards, cubic feet, cubic inches, and it works in a manner of the way the imperial system works here in the United States. So our railing is 68 1/4. These are all even numbers, but if this was like fractional, like 13/16 and 7/8, this is pretty beneficial. So I want that railing to be halfway into the space so it's balanced evenly. Well, this will do that. So the railing is 68 1/4 wide, so you enter it just like you normally would, the way your brain works. So 68 inch and then 1/4, and then we're going to minus it 56 1/4 because that's the space it needs to fit in. So minus 56 inch and 1/4 equals 12 inches. So I've got to take exactly 12 inches off of that overall, but I need to find out what I need to do on each end. So you divide that by 2, and that's 6 inches. So I need to take 6 inches off each side of that railing to have it fit perfectly. But let's just say it was 56 and 13/16 that I needed to have that railing fit into. Let's just do that real quick so you can see how this does fractions. So 68 inch and 1/4 minus 56 inch and 13/16 equals 11 7/16 of an inch. Overall, you'd have to take off that piece. To find out how much you'd have to take off each end, divide that by 2, and that is 5 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't get any simpler than this. This is a super handy tool if you're working with fractions. It also does stairs and all kinds of other stuff. It's just a great tool to have. So I'll have links to this down in the description. I don't use it all the time, but it's pretty handy. It's magnetic. Like I said, I've had it for 15 years, so it's a quality tool.
Just like that.
Yep.
Yay!
And if you guys haven't seen how I made these stainless steel planer brackets, I'll have links up above. I did one in TIG and one in stick welding. That's it for today. We're running out of daylight, but boy, I really think this has spruced up things a lot. I've still got to get railing down to here, and I got get a little piece on that side. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of like doing this on my spare time, hence the 13 different wardrobe changes. These boards right here, that's that vinyl PVC stuff. I've just got them set in there for right now. They're just friction fit. I'm going to end up putting a little dab of construction adhesive to hold them in place. But I'm not going to do it yet because my wife wants to stain these steps brown. That's what's on there now, is a brown stain. So what we'll do now is we'll start putting on the skirting board for right now. And then when it cools off a little later, I'll work with that vinyl railing, but that vinyl sticks to your skin everywhere. So I think what we'll do is the first one is we'll start right here. I'll get this one measured up and we'll cut that to width. It's going to be a hot one today, guys. It is 9:30 in the morning right now, and it is already almost 90 degrees, and it's super humid. That's the part that kills us here in New England. So I'm going to do some speed cutting, guys. You've seen me do this before. I'll have a link up above to some other speed cutting stuff if you want to see it. Now, I probably could have mitered those corners there, but I don't know as if there's really any point to it because the wood below is going to expand and contract in the winter, and the joint's just going to open up anyway. So at least this way, if I overlap the side onto the front a little bit, you're not going to see that gap. So I don't know as if it really matters. If it bothered you, you could miter those though. What I want to do here, guys, is I'm going to scribe that board into the siding over there. So I've just cut this to rough length, and I'm going to tack it on, and then I'm going to scribe it in, and I'll show you how I do that. Yeah, so now I just take my compass and set it to the maximum width, and just scribe it. Well, actually, I could bring it all the way down to here. That wouldn't be bad. And that's what we have to take out right there. This and this. Check that out, guys. Not too shabby, huh? Now we'll just mark the back side of this, pull it out, cut it off with a saw. done. Just gotta do that little bit of railing on the other side, but I'm gonna wait until it cools off for that. But yeah, what do you think? A lot better than what it looked like before, huh? Got a nice stainless steel planter piece up there. I'm really liking that. Just dresses it up a lot. We'll stain these stair treads brown, and then stain the side brown also. This handrail is going to be covered in an upcoming episode, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate a metal post and base for that I can anchor down to that concrete, and then we'll slide over one of these PVC sleeves. That's all there is to it for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you're wondering what I'm working on before it even makes it up to YouTube, you can catch me on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm going to have links down below. Be sure to click on my other playlists for all kinds of varying content, welding and homeowner stuff. New videos every Friday. Hope to catch you then. Till then, guys, stay safe, take care, see ya.
I'm sorry, what
Say,
was that?
I want to thank you for watching, and please subscribe.
Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.